I couldn't think of an intro joke other than Blue Diamond Phillips, I guess. The Charter Arms Blue Diamond 38 Special. All right, let's get into it. So, it's a super light 38 special in this really pretty anodized blue finish. Now they make these in a couple other colors. They make the Lavender Lady and a few other ones, and then they make also the Bulldog and the Undercover. I think the Bulldog is a 6-shot. This is only a 5-shot. So, you know, as you can see, gun's clear, totally clear. It's kind of hard to line that up. Yeah, totally clear. Now, one thing I don't really like about this is if you look right here, that cylinder does not clean up very well. Neither does the front of it. It stays pretty dirty. The rest of it cleans up great. It's real shiny. You can see the blue diamond. You can see the nice engraving in it. You can see the real nice anodized blue finish on it. It's a great little gun. And this thing, I'll tell you, this is the lightest thing that we own. This is the lightest gun that we own, and that's in me and the old ladies collection. Now, if you noticed, it's not me in a lot of those clips at the beginning. That's because this is the old lady's gun. This is her carry gun, the one that she rocks every day, everywhere she goes. She has a Bulldog concealment purse that she keeps it in as well, and I'll leave a link in the description for that. But anyway, let's talk about it. So it's got this really nice rubber grip here. It's great, it's stippled real nice, real aggressive, and it's got these awesome finger grooves right here, and this thing is just comfortable. It fits in my hand perfect. And you know, like I said before, I got big hands, and this thing fits perfect. It's so comfortable, and it's just, I can't get over how light this thing is. It almost feels like a cap gun or something. It's amazing. So if you look right here, it's just got a little short barrel on it, but this thing, I'll tell you, is real accurate. It's real accurate. It's got a real nice trigger pull. Like that right there, comes all the way back there. I'm talking, you just touch that thing, and it goes off. Now, the other pull on it is great too. The double action pull on it is great. Feel that? Comes back and it gets a little hard right there, but then you just break right through that wall, and it's great. That's a great pull on that gun. And I think that's why she likes it, is because, you know, I think these are marketed more towards women, and they're more of a carry gun for women and more like a defense gun for women. And I think that they just really hit the mark on this thing. Now, the website does say that these are rated for plus P. I don't trust that, just because, I mean, if you go to your local gun shop and they have anything out of this line that they made, Pick it up and feel it for yourself, and you'll be blown away by how light this thing is. This has got to be half the weight of a standard snub nose 38 special. It's got to be half the weight. It's crazy, and that's why I don't believe that it's rated for plus P. Like, there's no way. But Charter says they are, but I'm not inclined to believe them just because there's no way. I'm not sure exactly what this thing is made out of, but whew, I'll tell you, that is a light gun. That's the lightest gun we own. I took this thing right here, unloaded, and then I had a Cobra 38 Special Derringer, and I put them both on the scale, and this was only slightly heavier than that 38 Special Derringer. I don't know how they get away with that, but it holds up great, and it shoots great. It's just an all-around amazing gun. It's an amazing carry gun. I love the sights on this thing, how it comes. Because you just got that nice little groove right there. Let me see if I can line that up. You got a nice little groove, and you got that nice like front silver sight post that you can see it great. It's amazing, and it's textured and rigid right there. So that way, you know, you don't have to worry about glare or sunlight or anything like that. But yeah, if you look at that thing, the sights on it are fantastic. Now, I don't like the color. I don't like that it's only 5 shots, but you know, if you've got some plus P in there like it says you can, excuse me, or if you have like some real nice hollow points in there, like some Hornady critical defense or anything like that, it's gonna be enough. And I can't get over how accurate this thing is just for having that short little barrel on that thing. And it's just amazingly accurate, and how light it is. Like, the recoil isn't that bad, which is really, really odd to me. I don't know. I think it really helps with these grooves right here, because you can get right in that thing and lock right up with your fingers on that thing. And you can get right tight in there, and it's great. Now, you don't have to hold it, you know, too tight either, because it's got this real nice textured grip, and you got a little Charter Arms logo in there. And then there's not a whole lot about it that I can really say bad other than the color, and it only holds 5. It's an amazing gun. And Charter has amazing warranty, amazing customer service, and I really don't know what else to say about this. You know, it's a 38 Special, but I would probably, it's a tough call, but I would almost probably take one of these over a Smith & Wesson. Now, people are gonna freak out about that, but I mean, it's an amazing gun. Everything's just great about this thing. I really like how they do this 2-stage ejector right here. Comes down, sticks right there, and then you push all the way through. So it's like, I don't know, it's great, because if they don't all come out just off that initial little push, you just push through it, and then everything's coming out of there. And you can reload this gun real fast. As you can see, it's a little close right here. Let me try to line that up better. It's real close right here, but I mean, you can get rounds in there real quick. And it's great. Nothing sticks in the cylinder or anything like that. The tolerances on this gun are just amazing. Like, that cylinder, there's like no wiggle room in that thing. That's as far as I can get that thing to move, and it engages really well. I like the way that they did the pawl right here. I don't know if you can see that down in there, because that's awfully shiny. There we go. They got this pawl right here, and instead of just being a little round bump like that, it's hooked, and it just engages great every time. Every single time, it just engages perfectly. Now, you don't have to worry about something like, you know, when you got Tauruses, like the over travel that happens sometimes. I've personally seen it happen on a Taurus 357 a buddy of mine had. So that's cool, and it's just real nice, and it's real pronounced. So you're never gonna have to worry about that. That pawl right there is great. It locks right up, right in, real nice and tight. Now, you can see here, try to get it in here good. You can see right there, it engages real nice and tight with that little hook. There's not a lot of space and a lot of room in there with that cylinder either. Now, if you open it up again and you look, oops, wrong way. The forcing cone in there is real nice. It's not, there we go. It's not real pronounced or anything like that. That forcing cone and that cylinder right there, they line up perfect. So you're not having like a lot of gas escape from there or anything. Obviously, still do not put your finger in front of the cylinder of a revolver, but it's just an amazing gun. And these don't run too much. They don't run too much at all. I believe we paid $350 for this thing, and that's everything out of that line. Now, if I were to carry something like this, I would obviously get, I believe it's called the Undercover. It's all black and it's got the nice wood grip on it, and they make it black with a nice rubber grip, but I like it with the wood. It's almost reminiscent of like a Smith & Wesson Model 10 or something like that. And I mean, I would almost take this over that. I may take this over that because it's a third of the price and it's just as good. I mean, you're missing a shot. That's it. But with how accurate this gun is, and you know, considering the caliber of it, I don't really mind it. I don't really mind not having that extra shot in there. Now you could go out and you could get like a, oh, what's that Ruger one? You could go get a GP 100 with, you know, 8 shots, or you could go get one of the Smith & Wesson Performance Centers, like what is it, the 327 with the 8 shots. But I mean, I don't think it's necessary. You're gonna hit the mark every time with this thing. And this, I just can't, I can't get over it. It's fantastic, and I feel confident enough in this gun for my wife to carry it, and I'm also confident enough in her. She knows what she's doing pretty much. Like, so, I mean, I don't know. There's nothing bad I can really say about it. Now, usually I have something bad to say about any firearm, but I honestly can't think of a single con with it. I cannot think of a single con with it at all. Plus, like, it's gorgeous looking. That frame is just amazing, and it doesn't scratch or anything at all. Now, you might see something in the videos, and that's just because I've had my fingers all over it all day, and I've been shooting it. So I tried to clean it up real nice for the video as I rub all over it and get it all fingerprinted again. But I honestly, no cons about this. This trigger is amazing. It cradles your finger perfect. It's just like, I don't know, I like how it's like a little more, I don't know how to put it, I guess extended right here. It's just got a real nice curve, and your finger just sits in there perfect. It's amazing. And the pull on it is just, oh, that pull is amazing. The single action pull on it is just, I can tell you how much that pull is. It's wild, and it comes from the factory like that. And it just comes from the factory as a great firearm. And I like the grip on it. The grip is so comfy on this thing. It's just like, I don't know, it's got a real nice like swell to it right there if you look. Comes down, and then it's got a real nice swell right there at the bottom. And I mean, it just fits in your hand perfect. It's amazing. And it just looks great. It feels great. It shoots great. For the money, this is an amazing 38 special right here. I don't know how they get away with selling them that cheap. It might have something to do with the materials. I don't know, because this thing, like I said before, I can't get over how light it is. It's just fantastic. There's like really nothing bad I can say about this gun at all. We've never had any problems with it. We've never had it malfunction. We've never had any sort of thing. We've never even had a round jam in the cylinder. Now, I've had Smith & Wessons where sometimes even I'll be shooting, you know, high quality ammo, and I'll go to get it and it'll just stick, and I can't get a round out of there. Never had this happen. And today in the video, you know, same old, just shooting some cheapo American Eagle that I got from the store, and it runs fantastic. I've run the Tula steel case 38 special in this, and it's amazing. It doesn't jam, it doesn't stick or anything, and there's no wiggle room for those rounds in there. Them tolerances are just perfect. I really have no idea what I could even say bad about this firearm. It's great. It's just, it's great. I love it. And if you're considering it, I would definitely check this out, just because of the weight, the concealability of it. It's an amazing gun. This is like a real nice gun. It makes me think it's a 38 special, like snub nose. It makes me think almost like the old gangster times or something, you know, like you would keep this in a suit jacket or something, something like that, you know, like if you're going somewhere real fancy restaurant, the Opera or something like that, or, you know, maybe tape it behind a toilet in an Italian restaurant. If anybody gets that reference, let me know. But, I mean, there's really nothing bad that I could ever say about this thing. This is great. This is probably one of the best firearms that we own. I've never had a malfunction, anything like that. And the only thing that another thing I don't like about it is this finish on here is so shiny. It's so polished. Like, if you touch that thing with your finger, it's leaving prints on it. It's almost too shiny. It's like a mirror finish on this thing. And, you know, you're going to leave fingerprints all over this thing. I'm just going to fingerprint the hell out of it right now. Why not? Because I'm going to have to clean it anyway. But, I mean, yeah, that's it. That's the best I can really say about it. I don't know I don't know really what else to cover on this thing. You know, usually there's bad things. Like even when I did my Browning video, I said, you know, when you put it back together, you got to press down on that barrel because something's, I don't know if something's up with the tolerances or what, but it's hard to get the slide back on. Like even with my Glock 17, you know, there's a couple things that I don't like about it, but this thing right here, I mean, it's just a classic revolver. You don't have to worry about revolvers jamming, and they'll always feed hollow points. So, you know, you don't have to worry about it jamming. You don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about a magazine release. You don't have to worry about a magazine failure. And this thing will just eat anything you throw in it. I've shot wad cutters through it. I've shot hollow points through it. I've shot semi-wad cutters through it. I've shot just some regular old round nose through it. I've shot jacketed stuff. I've shot non-jacketed, just lead cast stuff through it. And it'll just take anything I put through it. And it doesn't matter. And the accuracy is amazing with it. I don't know, that could just be me, but I mean, even with my wife, who isn't as experienced as I am, she can still just nail stuff with it from a good distance too, and hold a real tight group with it. It doesn't get her on the recoil or anything like that. She's a smaller lady, she's got smaller hands, and the recoil doesn't get her, and she just loves this thing. This is her favorite gun. She's had a couple other carry guns, and this is her favorite. She chose this over her Ruger. I mean, like, it's pretty insane how good this gun is. And, you know, for ladies out there, you know, I would definitely suggest this. I mean, it's only a 38 special, so unless you're running plus P in it, it's not gonna kick you. It's not gonna give you a lot of kick. And the recoil on it it's just phenomenal. So, you know, if maybe you're thinking about getting something for your wife, and maybe, you know, a lot of times, you know, with women, like especially I know with my old lady, when I first started, that she wasn't real big into guns. She didn't really like guns or anything like that. Then she saw this series with all the different colors and stuff, and she's like, I gotta have one. And then, so got it for her, and she loves it. So, you know, a lot of the times, you know, she didn't like Glocks, she didn't like the Kimbers, she didn't like the SIGs, anything like that. She thought they was ugly. So, and then she saw these, fell in love with it, and it's great. You know, it's not like she's carrying a 22 or anything. I mean, it is a 38 special in there, and with the right ammunition, you know, I would definitely, for your wife, your daughter, your mother, anybody, any woman in your life that you would like to carry but they're not sure about it, I would introduce them to this series and this firearm right here. And now even guys out there, it's the undercover. It's the men's version of it. What's the difference? It's a different color. That's it. I mean, you know, I like the Lavender Lady. It's purple. I love purple. Purple's my favorite color. I would maybe just carry one of those just because it's purple and I like it. I don't care. But, you know, if you were considering something like this, and, you know, you like a revolver, I know a lot of people out there that are just like, oh, I don't like fancy polymer plastic guns, and I don't like big heavy steel things. This is light. It's a revolver. It just covers all the bases, and I really think that Charter Arms really just hit a home run with this thing. So, yeah, that's my take on it. So if you like, you know, subscribe, share, and I rattled on for a long time, so I'm gonna have to cut a lot of this video out, but like, share, subscribe.